Before you ask, yes, I am here. I'm just getting a particular thumbnail for this particular video because I already know it's going to be bad. So give me a second. Okay, so I'm here. Officially, I got the thumbnail. I got every picture from my phone. Again, I didn't read any of it. I just pretty much went from then taking screenshots. So I'll be so I know some people have already read it, but I won't be surprised by this. However, the only thing I know about the well, technically I don't know anything about the particular patch notes. This is just a comment that I read first when I saw Iron Kane's comment section. This was among the first two I saw. The fact that they deleted the stream for season 7 because of how bad the backlash was. Now, what exactly were they expecting when they added but one raider, and no one even seemed into it when they were playing the game? Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in to each and every one. I want to see what happens. Let's see here. All right, main in-game adjustments and specific changes. Reduce the amount of change power contained in supply drops. We are already off to a horrible start. So it's bad enough that people level 2 strat with Goku Black and on occasion Baby. So you mean to tell me that when they reach level 3, we're getting penalized because of it by not having enough change so everybody can fight off the Raider? So this is going to become, once again, Raider centric. This is also stupid because from what I know, from what I at least saw, Cell Max beat the survivors not once but twice in that particular stream, showcasing just how quote unquote powerful he is. So now we're not going to have a chance of fighting this guy with less stuff. Added, let's see here. Dimps continuing to make the solo queue experience more and more of a nightmare. Yes, they are. Added a unique signal for the Saiyan Pod vehicle. So instead of it being the car, well, like the little bike thing, I'm guessing it's going to be a Saiyan Pod symbol. I guess that kind of helps. Made changes to raiders called by active skills. Frieza evolution says 1 to 5 the skills up on Doria. Majin Buu. So basically, anytime somebody calls anybody, upon losing track of survivors, will now move to the point at which they lost sight of them. Now react to nearby survivors who are at close range and not in direct line of sight. The distance is reduced for survivors who are hiding. I'm guessing they're doing this because one of the videos I actually have where this baby, like Tough or whatever, he was sitting there and he couldn't spot me because I was like, well, like right next to him. I was like right beside him. Changed health values so as to not retreat immediately upon taking minor damage. What does that mean? Does that mean, hold on, when they say change health values, They didn't give more health, did they? I'm gonna check that out. I might have to do. We can practice with anybody else I'm able to play with, since I doubt they've done anything about the region lock thing, which I'm gonna try to see if they fixed it. If there is no current target, will pursue the locked on target of nearby Raider characters. Added the active skill, Return to Egg to Raider Majin Buu Evolution Level 1, or to allow a smooth return to searching after securing evolution energy in an area. So basically, it's just him immediately going. So it's like, I thought the whole thing was. I thought the whole reason. Hold on, that is even. Hold on. So you mean to tell me that Spopovich can just teleport to the egg whenever he gets all the energy that he needs, making his thing so much, I guess, easier, which they did after I got done with him. But at the same time, if this were the case, that would mean that at any given point in the show, he could just teleport towards the pod rather than flying over there, and they were tailing him. I thought the whole thing was because like strategy and stuff, and now it's like, no, I could just teleport there immediately. It makes you beg the question of why the one phase for the next character Magenta, like why his exists if he can just teleport over like Spopovich can. Let's see here. Adjusted the starting position of Raider Baby due to cases where the starting position of the Raider survivors were closer than intended. Not really. In order to help Baby. Okay, so that's where I'm at this one now. So this one's about Baby. Making things slightly harder for him now. I already saw this and stuff. Okay. In order to help Baby Evolution Stage 1 pose as a civilian, they shorten the cooldown of the active skill Call for Help. No one's gonna listen out for that though. People have radars, they have listen. Like, they can still fly with the UFO in the air, they can still track him, regardless of whether he has Call for Help. Again, no one's gonna be even on the like no one's even gonna be on the ground for that. So no one's even gonna listen to him. Okay. In order to prevent unintended behaviors due to multiple simultaneous inputs, it is no longer possible to use active skills or change the direction of the camera while holding down the selection screen button for Raider's custom voices or the survivor's emotes or stamps. Okay. The explanation text for the power-up bonuses of the passive skill Shocking Evolution Speed has been changed. The actual effects remain unchanged. What did I miss? You didn't miss anything. I'm just reacting to this what used to be breakers. See here. While in practice mode, when civilians respawn, they will return to their original positions. They already did that though. They literally did that already. That's kind of how people would act. Like that's what I did all the time when I'm doing stuff, when I'm trying to showcase, or not showcase, when I'm helping friends get around certain raiders. It's like I'll just be like, let's say Frieza. I'll just be near Namek and I'll just keep downing him the entire time until I evolve. That's not exactly a change, unless made changes to camera during area destruction for Raider Baby Evolution Stage 3. That's all they patched? Because the rest of it I think is bugs. They didn't do anything. They just changed an icon or two when it comes to like they just gave Saiyanpod something. They reduced the cooldown of Call for Help His Baby, which again no one's even gonna notice because for one, don't nobody listen out for him, and two, people are gonna be picking Cell Max the entire time. People are gonna pick Gamma 1 and 2. Again, imagine that. Like you're hearing some sort of villain saying, "I need help." You hear footsteps coming after you. It's not gonna help. Okay, let's see the bugs. Fix an issue where if a network delay occurred at the same time Survivor and Raider clash, the Survivor would pass through the Raider, causing the Raider's attack to miss. Fix an issue where a Raider or Genshin 5.2 starts tonight, bro. Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to Breakers. I'm not playing that tonight or tomorrow. Like Genshin's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be playing Genshin, and then on the 20th, I believe that's when no, it's either the 20th or 21st. That's when the new DLC comes up for Xenoverse. And then in like what December 5th, I think, is when the first Ascent is going to have season 2, I think, with Ultimate Sharon and a bunch of other stuff. So let's see here. Fix an issue where if a raider or survivor destroyed a destructible object that is unable to be destroyed by contact during a charge attack, that charge will not result in close range strike with contact with the target. Fix an issue where survivors were hiding behind item boxes or other objects. Key blast 5 by CPU characters such as Zamasu could pass through these objects, which yeah, that did happen. That happened to me before. Maybe they probably fixed the bug where freaking what's his name, freaking baby stepped on the floor, not even using L1, and my character got down in a cave. Did they do that one too? Fixed an issue where delay occurred. No, I already saw that one. Fix an issue where the Raiders' close range attacks, active skills, and super attacks will lose in a clash with survivors of the same Dragon Chains level under certain conditions. I never came across that kind of issue. Fixed an issue where the Raiders' instant descent would not activate if the terrain below was one ground was impossible. So they're not doing anything about instant descent. They're not doing anything about the survivors being able to dodge. And from what I know, because it's not exactly a bug, I don't think they're doing anything about the what's it thing called, like the region lock. It's just gonna be me fighting the same people I've been fighting, but as Cell, Max, and Baby. And guess what? I get to say call for help in what, like 5 or 10 seconds. Nobody's even gonna care because I'm gonna say like somebody help or something, and then I look literally like 20 feet in the sky and see some person with a like a flying nimbus. If it can track me the whole time, so it's not even gonna matter. Fixed an issue with survivors Dragon Chains, was the survivor passive skill Final Dragon Chains, where if the limit gauge was reduced to 0 and the survivor was down by the Raiders' attacks, the number counted for number of survivors down on statistics for the leaderboard would not increase. No one cares about the leaderboard. I don't even know why I'm even discussing that. No one cares about the leaderboard. I mean, I'm sorry, maybe there might be like 1 or 2 people in like Japan that cares about the leaderboard, but me personally and anybody else in America would not care in the slightest for a leaderboard that should not exist in a party game. I apologize for sounding like this, but it's like no one cares about the leaderboard. But it's like, even so, no one is even going to equip Final Dragon Change in the first place. Everybody has freaking, what's that thing called? Like Memories of Battle. Stuff like that. Fix an issue with Raider Frieza Evolution Stage 4 where the wall of fire produced by Super Attack Death Slash would not be generated. Let me zoom in some more. Let's see here. Only the toxic players and Japanese people care about the leaderboards. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I don't understand why these guys are so adamant on adding this leaderboard thing that no one even cares about. It's like, oh, like, as a matter of fact, what does the leaderboard even show? It doesn't, like, it's like, it just says, oh, they have certain points. They don't tell you what you get afterwards, and I guarantee you it's going to be just what? Probably some Zenny, probably more tickets, and that'll probably be it. And even with the tickets, it's like people are going to say, oh, I have so many tickets I can use. It's never going to be a guaranteed character, which, by the way, from what I noticed and from what I've read on Discord, they're not adding any other transfers. They literally have like so many options to choose from for Dragon Ball characters, and they said, no, we'll just stick to Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo having passive skills that they can equip now. Alright. Fix an issue with feed raise evolutions. Revives generate upon contact with the ground in certain conditions. Fix the camera angle issue where the player will lose sight of survivors that performing close range or vanish moves. Fix an issue with Ginyu Force. Evolution stage 2 to 4 where being hit with the following non-consecutive close range attacks by survivors will cause the player to be affected by the passive skill Teamwork. Kaioken Rush, Shapeshift Missile, Dragon Fist, Rebellion Spear Charge, Fierce Fist, Gigantic Charge. No one uses Charge. No one uses Gigantic Charge. No one uses Fierce Fist. In this entire list, everybody only uses Rebellion Spear, Dragon Fist, and Kaioken Rush. Shapeshift Missile I barely see because I'm too busy fighting people with the Jocko spaceship. I hear my knees. Fixed an issue where all the evolution stages of Raiders Broly and Baby had an invincibility period while finishing off civilians. In addition, fixed an issue with stages level 1 and 4 of Raiders Zamasu Goku Black where the invincibility period of finishing civilians was shorter than that of other Raiders. No, that's exactly, we don't need 90% of this stuff. These are unnecessary fixes. They're probably saying this to sound like they were busy when they weren't. Like they were aware of bugs, but they won't pay attention to what the player base actually wants in the game. And it's like they're talking about, oh, they have like an invincibility period while finishing off civilians. Like, and like it's like if anything, why didn't just fix the one thing? Whereas when Godo or any other Ginyu Force member is gunning a civilian and they get down to 0% health, all of a sudden they still survive. Why didn't you just fix that one? I guarantee it was not in here either. Fixed an issue with battles against Raider Broly, where health recovered during evolution was not counted towards the evaluation of the versus Raider member for survivors. Alright. Fixed an issue with Broly evolution. Stage 2 to 4 when using active skill Aura Trap from above or below a survivor whose barrier is being broken will cause the effective skill to persist. After the skill to persist with the skill ended. Okay. Fix an issue with Raiders Zamasu and Goku Black evolutions 2 and 3 Divine Ray Bomb as well as Babies Big Bang Attack, where if hitting a Dragon Chain survivor with the attack that causes the Dragon Chain to end, the survivor's animation will be sent flying would unintentionally occur. Oh, I wouldn't know that. They just literally get hit. They go like probably what, like 6 feet back to instant rise to, of course, a spaceship. Fix an issue with Raider. How much Goku Black again? Jesus Christ! I mean, Divine Lasso and Evolution's Blaze Judgment, where after a Dragon survivor was hit by the Keyblade of your attack, if the explosion from said attack occurred after the survivor boarded the escape time machine, the survivor would be downed while still aboard the escape time machine. Wait a minute. The explosion of this attack occurred after the survivor. Like, I'm trying to think, like when this particular scenario would ever happen with Goku Black doing Divine Lasso to an escape time machine and the person would be downed after that. That would mean that somebody probably has like SOS or something. That nonsense. Fix an issue in battles with Baby where a survivor activated a Razor Dragon Chain at the same time they were attacked by an infected civilian. The escape time machine will be destroyed. So what? Can Baby not break the time machine or something? As a matter of fact, thinking of it now, this is assuming. Wait, give me a second. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Fix an issue where Fix an issue with baby was, yeah, I already read that, but it's like no one's gonna go through the escape time. Okay, see, this technically means that too many people would disconnect in a match, and then the escape time machine phase would happen, and then baby would run up on the person who's in the escape time machine and destroy it. What was supposed to do? Kick it twice the entire time or something? The hit detection for that is off. He couldn't even blow up some of this stuff with his kick, if I said correctly. Fix an issue with baby evolution stage 1 where certain inputs will allow the infection of survivors even through walls. Okay. Spuffish is safe finally? Yeah, from what I saw, yeah. He can teleport to the pod now. So literally he can get a civilian and a survivor and just literally just teleport all the way over there. If you wanted to, of course. Like, can you imagine teleporting over there to the pod and yet you get hit by something that traps you in place, like the trap device? Like everybody's just waiting on it. Fix an issue with Raider Baby Evolution Stage 1 where certain inputs will cause the impact noise of falling from a ledge. Would not play. Fix an issue with Baby Evolution Stage 2 and 3 where firing Cube Blast immediately after using Shield Barrier will cause the first blast to not be aimed at the targeting reticle of the locked on target. An issue with Baby. It's just like every issue here was with Baby. Baby and Goku Black. There was like nothing for Cell, because right now he's balanced, I think. Fix an issue with Baby Evolution Stage 2 to 4 where the escape time machine or the Galactic Patrol ship summoned by the active skill Galactic Patrol ship could not be destroyed by the attacks of the servants called. Oh, so they can just avoid. Okay. Fixed a number of issues, which they've already done so far, such as an issue where entering Dragon Change with the Survivor active skill Power Unleashed and then manually cancelling at Dragon Change at the same time that the limit gauge reaches level 0 through time progression will cause the game to crash. And an additional issue where successfully canceling Dragon Change will prevent the character from performing actions. Fix an issue Power Unleashed, or Survivor was already Dragon Change in addition. Where Survivor was already Dragon Change in addition to Ocean Dragon Change and Super Transfer. Power Unleashed would not have a cooldown time. Fixed an issue with the Survivor active skill Power Unleashed, where the skill right before entering or leaving the internal map for Raider Majin Buu Evolution Stage 3 or right before Raider Baby evolved at any evolution stage, a normal Dragon Change would occur once the animation completed. Fixed an issue where after activating the Survivor active skill Power Unleashed during Dragon Change while still under the effects of Power Unleashed and Dragon Change, being hit by Raider Ginyu Force's Evolution 4's body change or being infected by Raider would cause the game to crash. Seems to be a lot of game crashing. Fix an issue with the Survivor active skill Quick Sleep, where using the skill during certain animations would cause the skill to not activate. Fix an issue with Survivor active skill Shapeshift Hand and Bat, where after using the active skill Power Unleashed while transformed, the transformation will persist even after Dragon Change ended. Additionally, they fixed the problem with the start of the cooldown time for Survivor active skill Dragon Fist different from the Calican Rush and Cheshire Missile have been standardized. Fix an issue on the Dangerous Ground map. Let's see here. Let me read the comment. What's up, Oscar? They're adding device cards that give you access to a skill you don't have. You know why I hate that? Because they did this already. You didn't need a device card for it. If anybody remembers the public test server from Season 3, knows that you can literally choose any active skill and any passive skill and any survivor skin you wanted for that small period of time so you can test out the characters before you purchase them in the shop. Why they forgot that, I have no clue how. Fix the problem with the start of Dragon Chase. Oh yeah. Dangerous Ground. We're hitting the gimmick bar with that skill Dragon Fist not defeated. Who is doing Dragon Fist to Ba in the first place? Who would waste Dragon Fist on that? Just use a rocket launcher on him. That means somebody in their wrong mind said I have to Dragon Fist Ba real quick because he's bothering me. Completely ignoring the obvious rare that's going to be like on them after doing that. Okay, let me see here. So in a nutshell, they ignored the fan base and said F all. Yes, that much they did. People like Jupiter made a lot of like patch notes or not patch. It was like people alongside him were making changes that should have occurred for breakers. They had a list as to what the next raider would look like at the event. It was a character like Cooler, at the event it was a character like Jiren, so on and so forth. They said, let's have Cell Max here, add no other survivor skins, add no new transfers, have no new map, have no new story. I'm guessing no new music in the main menu. The only thing they're going to add for this particular thing is going to be what? When you boot up the game and you see a new like intro, sometimes they play like the Ginyu Force or Vegeta. It's just going to be Cell Max and the Gammas. And then it's gonna and then you're going to see that one guy in the right leaderboard talking about something where you're supposed to collect a certain amount of Zenny so you can get prizes. Civilian baby won't spawn near us. Enough BS with him already. Yeah, that's the thing. Like that was literally my first match with baby too. I got down by him instantly. But now it's like, but now literally this means that anybody could just like use like flying damage like immediately. Anyhow, Gammas and Cell Max. Yeah, Gammas and Cell Max are the Raider. It's not Z Broly. It's not the Shenrons. It's not Super 17 or any other android. No, it's literally Gamma 1 and 2 who are trying to quote unquote kill a mass amount of people due to a quote unquote misunderstanding because there's a group of 7 regular civilians with the power levels of like 3 or 4 that are kidnapping people. And then Cell Max comes and obliterates everybody because from what I understand he's probably more powerful than Grade 8 Baby. We'll see though. They didn't even address the queue time. Of course they didn't. Gamma Cell Max is a crazy raider. Yeah, let's see here. Fixing the issue with the survivor's passive skill, Final Dragon Change and Young Talent, where having both skills equipped would cause part of the effect of Young Talent to apply during the special Dragon Change granted by Final Dragon Change. Cooler would have been the best option. It would have been a better option. Again, I don't mind Cell Max as an option, but an actual villain would have actually helped. Because from what I know, the Gamma 1 and 2 don't destroy areas. Instead, they just have an ability where they can locate civilians. It's kind of like key detection, but they locate civilians. Which is pretty stupid if you picked up a civilian radar. You wouldn't need one. You wouldn't need to use that ability if either A, people are finding civilians at a rapid pace, or B, you have a radar for it. I'm pretty sure Cell Max is going to make up for it by blowing up more than one area, kind of like Broly. Alright, fix an issue, blah blah blah. Fix an issue with the Transfer Super Attack Spirit Ball, where after the tracking had begun, the attack would not be cancelled by instant descent or similar rapid changes in position. Fix an issue with the Transfer Super Attacks Crimson Edge and Heat Dome attack, where the only final step for the attack would decrease the knockback gauge. Fix an issue with the item Yajiro's Katana, where using the item without a locked on target, the attack would occur in the direction that the character is facing instead of the direction of the camera. This item will now attack in the direction of the camera, like other attack type items do. Planned future changes. Oh God, here we go. We plan to implement fixes for the following issues in a future update. We deeply apologize for any inconvenience caused as a result of this, and ask that all players please wait patiently until fixes can be made. Look, we waited patiently for this season thinking they were going to actually balance the game, and they were going to add new raider. They literally did jack all for this thing. They literally said we have, hold on, let me go back a little bit. They literally said, oh, we're going to have Cell Max. We're going to have it to where Saiyan Pod has its own unique symbol. Change health values of people that you send out. Spopovich got buffed. Cell was untouched, and that's pretty much all they added for the season. It was literally just baby can call for like baby can yell out help faster. Spopovich can teleport to Boo. Again, Spopovich didn't teleport to Boo in the show. He flew over there, and they were being followed by the Supreme Kai, Gohan, and the rest of the Z fighters. Now, technically, I think this actually means so he can teleport towards there. Here's the thing: if he can teleport towards there, and here's the thing: if he teleports there and doesn't actually what was I say? Like immediately get to Boo, this technically means throughout any fight, he could just run away each and every time. He'll get into a fight and just teleport to Boo. Then he can continue the fight. This literally means that him using instant descent is irrelevant unless he doesn't have full evolution gauge meter. Let's see here. Confirmed issues. Oh, so you guys already script this season. You guys already have issues with Cell Max. He isn't even out yet. You guys have issues with him. When a survivor uses a transfer to transform into orange, I don't really care about all this. During the demo movie for the battle with Gamma Raider 1 and 2, the character's eyes may appear black. Check season pass notes for bug fixes and stuff. Yeah, blah blah blah. I didn't do a dang thing this season. Let me see the comments real quick. Honestly, I'm still killing my raider. Super transformed. What? That completely gets rid of the point of being a high risk, high reward type raider. Yeah, pretty much with Boo, I guess. It's like because I don't know. But like I can't even reach to find a positive for the season. There isn't a positive. This season is literally, like somebody else said yesterday, season 5.75. This is literally like how I described it as Fortnite would, which is literally this is just season 5 chapter 3. See, season 5 chapter 1 was Goku Black. Season 5 chapter 2 is Baby, and now we have Cell Max. And again, they literally, because I actually have this screenshotted on my phone out of sheer disappointment, and I said it on Discord. Where is it? Screenshots. Oh yeah, here we go. I sat by the person when he was talking in the live stream. We hope you enjoy playing while also remembering the original movie's setting. Apparently, they don't remember the original movie's setting because they fought in the Rubberman Army base. Guess what map is not in the game? Even Xenoverse has it. Xenoverse may not have a playable Cell Max, but that's all this game really... Like, this update is literally just trying to beat other Dragon Ball titles to the punch of having a playable Cell Max. If they do make Cell Max playable for games like Xenoverse, for games like Sparking Zero, I guarantee he's going to have a more fleshed out moveset than what they're going to give him here. So it's not even going to matter. It's going to be a half-baked Raider with in a less than half-baked season. Let's see here. You have a way to get skills you don't have for free. Yet no transfers to start no character skins. That's a lot of is being roasted while flying to the egg, finding some justice. I mean, I was one of them, yeah. I'm not even gonna lie and say I wasn't. I actually was Spopovich before, and I was trying to get to the egg while everybody else had charming pose. From how it felt like everybody had charming poses cooldown like 15 seconds for some reason because everybody was just doing it, and I couldn't move. And then I had to just sit there helplessly while a spirit bomb was flying my way. The good reception of season 6 only came from the Japanese platform. That would make me mad when it said season 6 had so good reception. Maybe in an alternate timeline they would actually added making content. Like, what good reception was there? They made they made ranking up harder. They added one raider. They have 3 survivor skins. 2 of them look very similar because it's just 2 different versions of launch. Bulla added nothing. Then we had Dragon Fist as an active skill. No new map. They made it to where you couldn't dodge as frequently at well you like dodging just looks like an extra animation at this point. So there's no point even pressing circle to do anything. Like I remember what we were talking about when me and Mark were talking about. They said they needed to do something about people being stunned. Like they need to find a way to fix stuns and stuff. And and thinking of it now, you know who else didn't get patched or buffed? Angel 17, which that was the character I talked about when I was talking about the Tournament of Power one. If they, of course, added Jiren, it could have had Ranger 17 as another outfit for 17. They could have had it to where his key blasts were a bit different, so he's better. They could give him Super Electric Strike. They could give him maybe that one punch that he did to I forget who, but he has it as a level 1 super in fighters. Like they could have gave him stuff like that to where 17 would actually be relevant to use again. But he's trash right now. He can't do anything except for cheerlead other survivors who are literally just off in the corner doing nothing to the raider. I play with Japanese people, use my VPN, the matchmaking there is 50 seconds. It's crazy. They're to make consumers for a reason. Yeah, but see here. They said season 6 was a success because Japanese fan base. That shows it couldn't care about anyone else. They'll do a little bubble on this specifically. Mostly Japanese. And again, it's sad because it's like Japanese people aren't the only people consuming the product. You want to make the thing just strictly Japanese based, and by all means do so. They already did that, I guess, with like the Dead or Alive games, with like the extreme games. Like some of them didn't even go to other continents of the world. It was a strictly Japan based, amongst other games. If they were going to only listen to the fan base of I guess Japan, then they may as well just made the game strictly for Japan. I could have spent those like 2 years doing something else. Yes, it's like now I'm looking at the what was it, like the second anniversary thing. I get like, they didn't add nothing. Like it says you can get like 20 like particular people in there, but they're not going to give you what's guaranteed. Like they're not going to give you what you need or what you want. They're going to give you a duplicate of something you already have. Yeah, Japanese and Iron Cane. Look, I don't know. Iron Cane asked for some stuff as well, and they didn't even do it. And again, I didn't look at his video, but something tells me that he was probably just mentally defeated looking at the patch notes. I guarantee you he was. There's no saving this season. And I, amongst other people, as usual, go to every season with an open mind. I was going into it optimistic. I was wondering who they were going to add as the raider, who they're going to add as survivor skins. What, because remember, in every other trailer, you would see Broly. He's doing his stuff. He's showcasing his key blast and his active skills. You saw Chilai kicking a medium chain so other people can get it for those who can't afford it. You saw what's his name, Limo. He had like the little food thing, so everybody can get a speed boost. Like everybody in every other trailer, like it showed you what they can do, even launch. In the last season, they didn't really show Bola because she's just a clone of Bulma. But this one, it was just, oh, we're gonna showcase nothing but Gamma 1 and 2. And then they had it to where it was a Super Transfer and the Dragon Balls. I'm guessing they probably did that for some people's benefits, like my own, because people like Cash Money like to hog stuff. So there's one less thing he can hog. This season, as a whole, for some reason, managed to do something never heard of. They managed to do even less than season 6, which I criticized for doing the absolute bare minimum. This one, they did nothing. I wouldn't be surprised if they started refunding people who pay for this game. Let's see here. The Japanese doesn't even give crap about it. Yep, Shenron gives active skills back now. Yeah, I know. And that's so freaking insane. It's like, that basically means that for some active skills you only use once. Like let's say the refrigerator, where everybody's just drinking in a corner somewhere. That means that people who play passive can just use that, or they can use that one speed boost thing from Limo's like the food thing, and then all of a sudden they can wish for it back, so they can, of course, keep jumping the raider. And I'm gonna take a guess and say that particular reason is probably why, um, like that's probably why they have less change when you go to supply box. Which, by the way, like I said, that particular change was so freaking stupid. Like it's like I already have a hard time trying to fight the raider when everybody's alive, and they give you like two large changes, a cooldown drink, and a sheet of paper with a middle finger on it. And now I have to sit back, look at quote unquote changes that didn't do anything to impact the game, such as the civilians respawn to their original positions, like they didn't already do that. Because I already said earlier, if you down a civilian in practice mode, like if you're someone, let's say, like Cell, you down a civilian to keep trying to get meter. They spawn exactly where you eliminated that civilian in the first place. So that particular quote unquote change is unnecessary and irrelevant. They probably listen to Japanese because Western people. There's such a problem going on right now. Every Japanese company sees local market first. It's the same with toy. As why Japan breakers are being played. No, it's okay. Yeah, a lot of people from other places are like, I guarantee you, about a good portion of this of the fan base, I'd probably say about a good 70 to 80%, they're probably just officially done with this game after this particular season. I should be too, if I'm going to be completely honest, because when I did play this game, I enjoyed it a lot. I didn't think I would, but I definitely enjoyed it. I was playing with friends, I was having a good time. Even in season one, where sometimes people would join on my thing and I get stream sniped, uh, like sometimes people would just try to like follow me in certain places where I have no business being found. But that was more fun than what's happening right now. Like all they had to do for crossplay was just remove region lock. They could have extended some iframes for dodging as a survivor because rolling is irrelevant right now. But they didn't do any of that. They just said we're gonna have a bunch of fixes for baby, even though no one's gonna pick him. If they do pick him, it's like the matches will be just the same as before because they're not adding any other active skills in this game. Like I said, they're only adding passive skills for Gohan and Piccolo, and that's the season. Of course, they're probably going to try to spread it out like, knowing the game, they'll probably say something like, oh, we're going to have one banner with a bunch of Gohans. We're going to have one banner with a bunch of different variations of Piccolo. And then we'll have like a final banner in the end where we'll have both Piccolo and Gohan. Because they did that already this season. They literally did that for those who missed the last couple of banners because they knew nobody was going to be playing it after giving so little content after they quote unquote delayed the game. If I asked for extra time, I would put out the best possible product. I'm not going to give you the bare minimum and expect people to pay money for it. Let's see here. Alright. Man, I don't even know. It's like the bugs. I don't even care about the bugs. I'm looking at just like these particular changes. Like, see this here? This is literally, like I said earlier, if I didn't see it, the first thing I saw when I went to the Iron King video. I didn't watch the video itself, but I looked at like the first like 2 or 3 comments, and this was among them, where they said they deleted the American live stream because of the backlash. Like it was actually that bad. There are, I think it's like other games did that too, but I don't think a Dragon Ball title has done that. I mean, at least from what I've seen, I don't remember any Dragon Ball thing doing so bad that they deleted the video because of negative backlash. Because they spent literally 4 to 5 months doing absolutely nothing to fix the game or add anything new to it. Because again, people talk about sparking zero in a negative way, but the game is still relatively new. They're going to fix the game. They're going to add stuff. This game has been going on for 2 years. I can't even say 2 years strong. It was it had a it had an okay start and then just took a nosedive like around season 4. I'd be a local legend in that land. Yeah, that must have been hell for you. I'm not even gonna lie. That must have took a year out of your life doing that one. Honestly, because of how ridiculously overpowered they are. Either that, or you're probably the traveler in the one thing where you're supposed to time certain stuff, which is the easiest of them. Either or. But yeah, like this top one, reducing the amount of change power container supply boxes. To me, that's actually stupid. And the reason why I say it is because imagine being like imagine fighting. Let's say who am I say? Let's say you're fighting Broly. Oh, that's one. Yeah, that obviously has a lot to develop in the industry. Yeah, exactly. They know it was bad too. They gave us a half-baked product, expect us to be smiling and applauding and stuff. I wasn't applauding in the slides. Like I looked at that stream in disgust. I was like, "What's happening?" Because it's like you look because again, every time they drop a trailer like that, they have to make it look good. They have to actually make it look exciting and try to pull you in. But the only thing that the trailer showed was just Gamma 1 and 2, and then some freaking jack off like Magenta running around, who apparently, from what I saw and from what they said themselves, if he were to get into a fight with any of the survivors, he'd get cooked. Which basically means that if somebody were to run around with charming pose, he's screwed. He's gonna be fighting Orange Piccolo against Special Being Cannon from the back. And then Cell Max is the only threat I guess for that particular team. But like I was saying at my previous point, with them reducing the amount of change in supply boxes. So if somebody like Goku Black was fighting you, somebody like Cell was fighting you, and he's just spamming Ki Blast from afar, you'll probably at max get like one large change or two large changes in a cooldown drink or so. Enough for like one survivor. And then everybody else is going to get cooked the entire time because they didn't have anything to fight back with unless everybody's dead. Man. Let's see here. The crazy part is, they buffed Baby's level 1 call for help. It didn't bother reducing the amount of civilians needed to reach level 2. Yeah, that confuses me as well. It's like they expect you to try to get most of the energy from downing survivors, but they also patched it to where survivors are farther away from the raider, so they... Like, what does that mean? Does Baby always start at X now or something to give everybody an equal chance or something? Because that's what it seems like. It might just start at X. Either that or it's going to be like the other raiders where it's like everybody's at a particular place and you see this huge open area that no other survivor is in. So he's very likely to be there. So all that's going to happen is that all you have to do is look at where it's empty when it comes to survivors, fly over there with the Nimbus, and then track Baby that way. So it's actually easier to spot him. Imagine having the whole crew alive and all you get is nothing in a supply box. I can imagine opening a supply box and butterflies pop out. I wouldn't even be surprised at this point. Like nothing's going to be there. There's going to be what? If I were to be if I were to be serious about it for a couple seconds, you would open it and it would be what? 2 large changes, a cooldown drink, and a barrier recovery. That would probably be it. Which means if you're fighting someone who is really powerful at level 3, such as Super Boo, you're dead. If you're fighting someone like Goku Black at level 3, you are likely dead unless Trunks is there to distract them. And even then, I have seen people with that super transfer Trunks who do absolutely nothing with the transfer. Whether it's them running away from Goku Black or just getting cooked in general. And now that's not me saying I never got cooked by Goku Black as Trunks, because I have before, a couple times actually. But more often than not, I actually am getting off some damage when it comes to fighting him. Oh man, it's like I'm not sure how else to sugarcoat. This is just a bad season. I'm not even playing it. Like, I'm not sure what else I can say that has already been said. I'm just looking at this stuff again. And yeah, it's like some people react to nearby survivors, which I'm guessing that actually somehow makes it worse for some people who are actually using the like that change disguise, which was actually really useful against certain raiders such as Zarbon Dodoria and stuff. Because remember, back in season 1 and 2, Frieza would camp the escape time machine. So SOS didn't exist back then, but you did have access to disguising. So you would have to pick your moment and then escape then. Now we have SOS, like the post patch, where you can just get out instantly. To me, if they were to fix something, it would literally be ranked, and yes, they're going to include it again, so everybody can have their guaranteed orange t-shirts of either Gamma 1 and 2 on the front, or Cell Max on it. Wait a minute. Hold on. Does that mean, wait, hold on. For ranked, because I'm thinking about it right now. What orange shirt do you get for survivors? They didn't add another survivor skin. Like, do you just get Orange Piccolo or something, or or Beast Gohan? Like, do you get your own character on the T-shirt because there's no survivor skins? It's like before. It's like you can actually have Chile on the front. You can have Jocko on the front. You can have Launch, I think it is, for this one. You're not even gonna get one for this season. This is gonna be a Raider shirt. What's up, Carrie? Right now, I'm just reacting to the death of Breakers. I'm expecting nothing but this season 7 Dragon to be even worse than season 6 is now. If I were a betting man, season 7's Dragon tier is going to be nothing but tickets and Zenny. They won't have quotes, they won't have any intros, they won't have any survivor skin, nothing. Oh wait, hold on, scratch that, hold on. Let me rewind. You actually might get something in there. You might get like Gohan's um like 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 gear or something like as you're leveling up. Remember last season it was Boo and it was Baby. Or as very likely that as you're progressing in the Dragon 2 you might get Gamma 1 and 2's outfit. So you're gonna see a bunch of trolls with shark fins on their head doing the taunt emote before the match starts. Oh man, rank coming back in mid-December. Yeah, I know, right? Jesus Christ, I'm gonna apologize on Dimps' behalf. I know they won't. The only thing they're apologizing for is what? Like this over here? Tombo, we deeply apologize for any inconvenience caused as a result of some of the issues when it comes to some of the bugs in the game. You know what bug they didn't address? Your character being outside of the map. They didn't address that one. You mean to tell me that they didn't watch a single stream that anybody do with people just outside the map just chilling there like untouched and can't be killed? There's been a couple times where I have some friends trying to play the game and they're just outside the map and can't do nothing. Even in a recent video I was trying to pick up a large change, my character froze for 2 minutes. They didn't address that one either. And again, it's probably because most of these bugs are probably addressed by the Japanese fan base, and they probably just sent them some sort of letter or something like that, and they're probably acting on it then. Nobody else from any other region or country or anything, no. See here, tickets aren't worth anything because the gacha system is crap. And exactly, let's say you do get tickets. What are you getting? There's no new transfers. There's no Gotenks. There's no Majub. There's no Android 21. There's no Baby. None of that. And I'm getting. Oh yeah, and guess what? There's no what's his name? Like Gamma 1 and 2. I can very easily tell you that if Gamma 1 and 2 had had a like a transfer, he'd be able to shoot his gun as his key blast. So as a survivor, you could see yourself shooting like the gun to do stuff. Or they could have it to where an active skill. Look, they could have had it to where Gamma was it like a character, and one of the active skills was just like a shot from the gun that does a little bit of damage to the raider. Maybe a little less than that of like Vegeta's gloves, or around the same damage as the consecutive energy blast that Vegeta had. Just something, but they didn't add anything this season. It was just, oh, we're going to address all these fixes that no one has had a problem with, and then we're going to have Baby be farther away from survivors at the start of the map. So if he gets put in a bad spot with his no civilians, he's definitely screwed. Let's see here. They got no skins, even though they still got plenty of ideas like Ader, Master Roshi, Korin, Tights, the Redhead Shake, and two native characters. They also could have added the GT characters like Valise, which is Goten's girlfriend, or even or even adult Goten himself. Yes, Suno. We wouldn't have an ultimate Gohan transfer. Yeah, I know. And this person's invited me to Xenoverse. And Xenoverse looking real good right about now. It's the one time looking good right now. Also, Roshi's still a fighter. He is still a fighter, but they didn't add anything. Like, again, even with Broly, even when you saw him, they added super transfers. They had different menu music. And like I said before, they didn't add the jukebox like I wanted. Like, they didn't have it to where you can just go to the, like some sort of robot that you can just play music while you're waiting for your next match or something. So this way you don't have to hear the same song over and over again. Because the only other option you can do is just either like putting in your flash drive in the PlayStation, just listening to music from there. But if you're streaming like I am, you don't have that option. Because it interferes with it. What about the Ox King? They could have added anybody. They have Chi-Chi in there. I remember even giving them an idea. I remember even saying they could have easily have made it Omega Shenron, and they could have had Hercule as a survivor skin. They could have had it to where, like, again, that's just them doing the bare minimum. I just gave them a bare minimum idea, which is literally just have another outfit for Hercule, which is 500 TP tokens. So this technically means that if I were to go to the shop tomorrow or the day after playing this game, what sale would they have for Stella Max? There wouldn't be a bundle. It would just literally be the gammas and maybe the one thing where you level up from 1 to 20 instantly, and that pretty much be it. Because again, they didn't add anything. The only thing they're probably going to add is going to be like, oh, guess what? In the shop, we're going to have some more clothes in the shop in case you missed it in the last event. You can pay a substantial amount of TP tokens to get it, despite the fact that no one's even going to wear those outfits. They could have easily have added Boma. Wait, hold on. What does it say? MILF edition? Alright. Pan and Pan's teacher. See, again, with those comments, we in seconds, if not minutes, have already put more effort into this season than the developers did, because we're actually giving off some ideas and bouncing off each other when it comes to ideas, which is something they didn't do in the boardroom. It was just, they probably said who's the next raider. They probably, I don't know, they probably looked at popular characters. They probably figured that Cell Max would be the best pick since no other Dragon Ball title has you picking them, and then just called it a day. Like, again, I said this before, but every season, when they added a raider, it was a tutorial for how you're supposed to deal with them, how to counter them. It's this way when you're gonna fight them, you have a little bit of an understanding how to counter. No, they haven't done that in a while. And originally, I was going to, at the end of Season 6, talk about Season 6 as a whole. Season 6 looks like heaven in comparison to what they're doing right now, which is literally less than Season 6. which is actually an accomplishment. Like, I just find myself facepalming right now. Again, this stream would be like 20, 30 minutes to be responding, but it's just like I I can't in any which way give positive feedback on this one. We'll just see how. Let's see here. You have they. No, no, I already read that one. But yeah, here's what's gonna happen. I'm going to probably end the stream right here. I've reacted to where I needed to. This season is dead on arrival. It's a disaster. You're going to be fighting the same people that you did the last season, which basically means you're going to be fighting like a bunch of sweaty, poor players who have Immortal Champion. They didn't fix that, by the way. They didn't fix Immortal Champion. They didn't fix the speed of Jocko spaceship. They didn't do anything with the cooldowns either of those. And another thing. Let me go back to that comment real quick before I end this. Like, when you were talking about that Shenron which gets active skills back, they don't get passive skill back either, do they? Because at the event they did, that would mean that they have an extra hit for Immortal Champion, which would actually make things much more cancerous than intended. And the thing is like, thinking of it now, when I was talking about Bola, how I said they added nothing new, she liked to shop. I could have said something like, there could have been a wish where it says something like, give me more Zenny, or make me rich. It could have literally increased the amount of Zenny you got after the match. They could have did that so this way it makes it easier for people to buy stuff in the shop. Because nobody wants to keep spending like 24 or 25k Zenny to get one t-shirt. They don't want to spend about a good 100, 200, 300 TP tokens just for a single t-shirt. Or like a pair of boots. Which, by the way, like I said before, like it's very likely they'll probably also have like Cell Max's clothes in there. And you're probably going to have to pay TP tokens for that to make your character look completely ridiculous. There are so many changes that they could have did and so many things that were addressed by the community, but they wanted to only listen to the Japanese community, and they're literally patching stuff that have no business being patched, which to me is ridiculous. Okay, so my plan, like I said earlier, is to pretty much just wait. I'll probably be on Genshin Impact when the content drops. Which, by the way, for those who probably already know, it's a free-to-play game, whereas they update every 40 days and add much more content than that of Breakers, which they literally take 5 months in order to add absolutely nothing. Because I already told you, like it's like asking for more time for unfinished homework just to do nothing with it. That's pretty much what they did. Like they asked for extra time and did nothing with it. So yeah, it's unfortunate for this game. The game might not last too much longer. Like, if the Japanese player doesn't really do anything, then it might shut down the servers entirely or something very soon. We'll just see what happens. I know for a fact a lot of people are going to be on Xenoverse very soon since the DLC is dropping then. So yeah, for those who watch the stream, thanks for tuning in. Man, I don't know what else to say about it. It's a disaster, but I'll see you guys in a couple hours.